What's up, friends? I'm IFBB Bikini Pro, Lisette Howard, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit about my daily macros and what my flexible diet program looks like right now that I'm not getting ready for a competition, I'm not getting ready for a photo shoot. I just kind of want to stay looking tight and lean for the summer so that I can throw on some cute swimsuits and shorts and like little dresses. So if you guys want to learn a little bit of how my macros look right now and what my flexible diet plan really looks like on a day-to-day basis, then please keep watching. Hi guys, I wanted to put together this quick video because I've gotten a lot of requests recently asking me like what my daily macros look like right now. You know, if you guys have been following me, I usually share with you guys, you know, what my prep macros look like on a week-to-week basis and how they change as my prep progresses. But with this video, I'm not getting ready for a show, I'm not getting ready for a photo shoot. I really just am looking to maintain my body. So my macros kind of reflect where I'm kind of at throughout the year. My macros also reflect my training style. So if I'm looking to kind of lose just a little bit of body fat on a slow pace and kind of, you know, stay tight and stay sculpted, then my macros really reflect that. They reflect the way that my training style at the time. So right now, my training really consists about more circuits, tons of circuits and HIIT, hiking, running, going for like, you know, long walks, like fast-paced walks. I'm doing a lot of circuit training because I'm really looking to keep my heart rate elevated throughout my workout. I'm looking to get like a great sweat, just kind of push my cardiovascular strength because I'm looking to get tight. I want to get really sculpted and lean. You know, as you guys know, after I came back from Europe, I had put on just a little tiny bit of weight that I don't want to have on me because it's the summer. My husband and I are going on vacation. So I really want to have like a really nice sculpted tight look so that I can throw on a bikini and feel really confident and really comfortable. So my training is really about just keeping my heart rate up. I'm working out 4 to 5 days a week, pretty much staying active and elevating my heart rate at least 6 days a week. Honestly, it's almost 7 days a week. I do something to elevate my heart rate. And my macros right now kind of reflect my training style. So I'm at about anywhere between 150 and 200 grams of carbs. I know some of you are going to be like, oh my God, that's way too low. And others are going to be like, oh my God, that's a lot of carbohydrates. It really works for me. I know that if I'm over 200, like 280, 300 carbs, first of all, it's like way too much food. I spend the whole day eating, which I don't like to do. It's like I have a million things going on. I can't spend my whole day eating. And secondly, it doesn't allow me to stay as tight as I really want to. So for me right now, you know, I weigh 116 pounds, I'm 5'4". Anywhere between 150 to 200 grams of carbs is perfect. My fats are anywhere between 42 to 48, maximum 50. I usually don't go over 50 grams of fat. Honestly, because same thing, then I spend my day eating, I'm like munching all the time, and sometimes I really don't have time to do that. I really try to push myself to get 4 to 5 meals in a day, and that's as far as I go. And then my protein is pretty much anywhere between 145 and 150 grams of protein. I'm not really looking to put on a bunch of lean muscle mass right now. I'm really trying to like maintain or stay tight. So the protein is one that I'm like not really as focused in making sure I get all my grams in. Kind of like I watch my carbs and fats. The proteins I don't watch as much or as closely. I definitely have protein with every meal, that's for sure. But I'm not aiming towards always hitting the goal of 150 grams of protein a day. So that's the only macro that I'm a little bit more flexible on. If I'm in a contest prep or I'm really trying to put on a little bit more lean muscle mass, I pay really close attention to my protein. But right now, it's just not really my goal. My goal is to stay tight. And one thing that you guys might know about me, maybe some of you don't, is that I cook pretty much all of my food every day, whether I'm prepping, whether I'm not prepping. I pretty much cook everything. I cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything for myself and for my husband. Sometimes I'll go grab some lunch if I'm in a hurry or I just, you know, had too many clients, didn't have a chance to cook. And almost always, I would say 99.9% of the time, it's like a sashimi bowl. I'll get like brown rice with some avocado slices and like, you know, some sashimi, yellowtail, something like that. And then Friday and Saturday nights, either Friday or Saturday, you know, my husband and I will go out to dinner. We used to do Friday night pizza nights. We haven't done pizza in a long time since we came back from Europe, simply because we've been both trying to like tighten up a little bit. You know, that Europe trip, you know, you're in Europe and you're like eating tons of bread and all the stuff that you shouldn't be eating. So of course, we packed on just a little bit of weight. So since we got back, we've both been trying to like just kind of really keep it together. So we haven't done pizza night in a while, even though that's one of my favorite things to do. But I really cook all of my food, and I think that's something that's really important that a lot of people don't really talk about. They're like, oh, eat clean, oh, you should eat this, oh, you should remove that. One big part of that is really controlling what you put in your body. If you're constantly going out to eat, you know, you're putting in a lot of sodium. I don't care where you go, food has a lot of sodium in there, which makes you retain a lot of water, makes you kind of bloated and uncomfortable and look kind of mushy. You know, a lot of food, you don't know what's in there. You don't know what they cooked with. You don't know if they cooked with coconut oil or if they cooked with, you know, vegetable oil. There's a lot of like high trans fats and things like that that you can't control like you would be able to control if you were cooking at home. So having some good options that are really easy is kind of the best way to A, stay consistent, and B, making sure that you are always going to grab something that's good versus like just going out to eat because there's nothing ready and you're like, oh, I'm exhausted and I don't want to cook. All right, so I know that I've been kind of rambling a little bit, but I wanted to share with you guys some of the food that I have kind of on a daily basis. And you guys might hate me for this, but it's the God honest truth. I am one of those kind of like weird people that can eat the same food in the same order day after day after day. And I know that I'm not alone on this because I've met a lot of you who tell me, oh my God, I'm the same way. I like to have my same food at the same time. So I know I'm not alone on this, but I am a little bit strange in that sense where I wake up and I have the same breakfast every single day, Monday through Sunday. It does not deviate. I have an egg white omelet with spinach and turkey breast, cooked with pan spray. I also have one slice of multigrain toast. Then I have, as like a little snack later in the day, I make myself a smoothie, and usually it consists of non-fat Greek yogurt, like a version of coconut almond milk, a little bit of ice, a scoop of whey protein, almost always it's vanilla, half of a banana, and then sometimes I'll put in like raspberries or strawberries or whatever's in my freezer at the time. Now I've been really into peaches because they're in season, so I bought some like fresh peaches and I'll throw some peach in there, and maybe sometimes a tablespoon of almond butter, depending on how many fats I had the day before. So that's almost always meal number 2. Sometimes I'll replace it with half a cup of oatmeal with a scoop of protein powder, a little bit of banana or blueberries, whatever I have in the fridge, and some sugar-free syrup. So that's always meal number 2. Meal number 3 is some version of like a wrap. Sometimes I'll do like a low carb tortilla with tuna. I love tuna. It's like my favorite thing. I'll slice up some cucumber, tomato, and lettuce. Sometimes I'll have like a turkey wrap. I'll make it with just turkey breast. Sometimes a little bit of like reduced fat feta cheese, the same thing, cucumber, lettuce, and tomato. Or sometimes if there's fresh rotisserie chicken at the grocery store, I'll buy a whole one. I'll dice up some chicken breast and throw it in there. So there's always kind of like a version of a wrap. And then afterwards I'll have usually some sort of like another snack, whether sometimes I'll have like some, what do they call, like fresh apple chips that I love, like the freeze-dried apple chips are like my favorite thing. I'm like on a kick with the apple chips. So I have something like that, maybe with like a non-fat Greek yogurt. Sometimes I'll have like cottage cheese with whole wheat saltine crackers, or like a Melba toast, like a wheat Melba toast, something like that. And that's always like meal number 4. And then of course, then I have dinner. And dinner is something that's different. I kind of make something different every night just because my husband's not weird like me. He likes to eat something different. So I try to make either like turkey meatballs, which are like our favorite, with basmati rice or some jasmine rice. Sometimes I'll make like whole wheat linguine with a ground up chicken breast, and I'll make kind of like a spaghetti pomodoro, something like that, or like a bolognese style with tomatoes. Sometimes I'll just make like grilled flank steak with a little bit of basmati rice and veggies. And those are kind of like some of the things that I make. Fish I'll make maybe once or twice a week, like a grilled white fish, maybe some snapper or something like that. And I'll make that with like sweet potato mash, which I love. Oh my God, I love it with a little bit of like cinnamon and sugar-free syrup. So those are kind of like my everyday go-to meals. And when you guys check out my fridge, which I'm going to take you right now, you'll get to see some of the things that I'm talking about and some of like the real staples that are always in there. All right, guys, so welcome to my fridge. I'm going to share with you some of the things that are in here. I'm going to bring you kind of like nice and close so you can see some of the things that are kind of staples in my fridge. Usually if you open my fridge, you'll see this like every single week. I get the same stuff all the time, every week. One of the big things that I drink is sparkling water, sugar-free, sodium-free, artificial sweetener-free sparkling water. I get them in all the flavors. They're my favorite. We try to be soda free, even though sometimes we do have Coke Zero, but almost always we just have sparkling water. Some of the other things that I always have is low-fat cottage cheese. I eat this pretty much every single day with some whole wheat saltine crackers, obviously non-fat Greek yogurt, tons of non-fat Greek yogurt. I have it in like every single flavor. I'll put it either in my smoothie. Sometimes I'll just have it with a tiny bit of like berries or something like that. So there's always that. I have some fresh basmati rice made, a bit of low-fat cottage cheese because my husband loves it with toast and jelly. Veggies, always have veggies ready to go. I have brown rice back there. I have ground turkey, which I'm going to make tonight. So I always have some sort of meat defrosted and ready to go. Eggs, which is my husband's go-to breakfast. I make him whole eggs every morning, one with egg whites. Trader Joe's pretzel bagels. If you guys haven't had these before, they are thebomb.com. I make my husband a sandwich on this bread maybe like once or twice a week. This is not my go-to. This is not exactly what I eat. I'll be telling you guys that for sure. But I like to have that because there's two people in this house, not just me. What else do we have? Oh my God, amazing almond breeze coconut milk. This is so good in a smoothie. It's like, I absolutely love it. So I have that with obviously some almond milk, which I love. Egg whites, as you guys can see. And then I always have some sort of fresh fruit. Right now, these grapes and cherries are everything. So it's great when I want something sweet and I'm totally craving. These are fresh, they're clean, they're washed. I have them in there. I can reach in and just kind of pop them in. And it's something that will satiate any craving without you going for like something sugary, like super sugary. What else do we have in here? Just condiments. Oh, this is a green tea. I know you guys always ask me, what's the green tea that I drink? Arizona Diet Green Tea. I don't know why. I know it has artificial sweeteners in there. It's my favorite. I started drinking it when I was 16. I literally drink 8 ounces of that every single morning since I was 16. So it's kind of one of those things that you can't get rid of. Like once you have a habit, you can't get rid of it. And that's pretty much what's in here. I have like multi-grain bread, tons of like cucumber, lettuce, tomato. Always have these fresh. Make them in wraps and in sandwiches. And then I have just like turkey breast, low calorie, like turkey breast, low calorie tortillas, low carb tortillas. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and some skim milk. My favorite. Have that in the morning with my espresso. All right, guys, so here we go. Here's what's in my pantry. All right, let's open this up. Every type of espresso you can imagine, especially Cuban espresso, because I'm Cuban and it's my favorite. I have it every single morning. Tons of Truvia. I have like bacon Truvia, regular Truvia. I have it every day. Every type of cooking spray and flavor that you can imagine, because I only cook with cooking spray. I don't use any oil, any canola oil, olive oil. It's just I don't like cooking with it, and since I haven't done it in so many years, it actually kind of hurts my stomach a little bit if I cook with oil. So I try to avoid it as much as possible, just because why have all the excess fats? I'd rather have the fats in like avocados and nuts versus wasting it on just cooking with olive oil. So no oils in the house, always use cooking spray, organic honey if I want to have like a chamomile tea at night. And then of course, like I mentioned, freeze-dried apples are my absolute favorite now. Brown rice, basmati rice, jasmine rice, whole wheat saltine crackers. What don't I have in here? Tons of tuna. I always have tuna. Animal crackers, because that is like my go-to sweet craving snack. They're low in fat and low in sugar, so I absolutely love them. I obviously have like almond butter, peanut butter, some coconut milk, because I cook my jasmine rice or basmati rice in a little bit of coconut milk. It's delicious. I don't put too much, just like maybe like a quarter of a cup just for some flavoring. And it's really, really nice, especially if you're making something kind of like Asian style, like maybe like a teriyaki chicken or something like that. And then I have different types of pasta, pop chips, because who doesn't love to snack? And these are the best. And that's like pretty much what's in here. Tons of teas and just kind of like a couple of little snack options, and that's pretty much what's in my fridge and in my pantry. All right, guys, so I hope that you've enjoyed just kind of learning a little bit more about what my nutrition looks like and what are some of the things that I keep in my fridge and keep in my house that allow me to kind of really live this fitness lifestyle and allow me to kind of keep my body this way, all year long. I really hope that like some of my suggestions and some of the things that I incorporate into my diet, make it into your diet and kind of really help you make some changes in your nutrition, because as you guys already know, 80% of the way that you look comes from the foods that you eat. And to be honest, like I mentioned before, you got to have some good options in your fridge and kind of get used to making some food at home if you really want to see some good changes to your body. So if you guys have liked this video, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Also, please feel free to leave your comments below. I read all of them and I try to get back to you guys as much as I can. So please feel free to leave your comments below and suggestions for future videos. Also, you guys can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Lisette Howard_fitness. And if you guys want a really great program to help you change your body, great training program, nutritional program with everything you need to know about making a full body transformation, then please visit my website, lisettehoward.com. You guys can click the link above. It'll take you directly there. You can download my 8-week bikini body transformation program, which is honestly so good, so comprehensive. You ladies are gonna absolutely love it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Ciao, guys.